Alrighty, how's it going, guys? Hank here, back at it again with another short video on the Review and Preview Sports YouTube channel. And folks, it is now baseball hot stove season time. We have some moves that have been made today, and I will be touching upon both of them. But before I do that, I want to give you guys a friendly neighborhood reminder. Please don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Review and Preview Sports. And of course, please don't forget to hit that big red button down below. Give us a like, give us a comment, let us know your thoughts. We want to hear from you guys. And let's start off with the move that my team, the New York Yankees, made. The Yankees have re-signed first baseman Anthony Rizzo to a 2-year, $34 million contract with a club option for $17 million in the third year, but they also have the option to buy him out in the third year for $6 million should the Yankees have to make that decision. But let's talk about why I think this is a good move. And right off the bat, I can tell you it erases, there is now one question mark that has been erased during the Yankees offseason. And, you look at Anthony Rizzo's numbers from his first full season with the Yankees. He had a 224, 338, 480 slash line with an with a .817 OPS and a 131 OPS plus. Came with 32 home runs, 21 doubles, 75 RBIs. Pretty good bat to keep in the lineup. And while his fielding numbers weren't exactly at its best, his defensively he had a -3, I believe, with defensive runs saved. He's still an important glove in the infield and somebody that, generally speaking, will save a ground errant throw from becoming an error at times. So I would still say that he provides stability at first base, but more important than that, he's pretty much one of those important lefty bats the Yankees need in a lineup that is so right-handed heavy. And, the years of this contract, they honestly do not bother me. I am just very glad and relieved that the Yankees are keeping Anthony Rizzo. He's going to be an important part of their lineup next year. Now, as far as whether this affects where a certain other star in that lineup goes, one that's a free agent, one that you could argue has the legitimate single season home run record, time will tell, but we will talk about him when that news comes up. However, let's talk about the other big move that was made today, and probably the first big move of free agency if we're talking about player turnover. The Los Angeles Angels have signed left-handed starter Tyler Anderson to a 3-year, $39 million deal, this coming not long after he turned down the Dodgers qualifying offer of $19.65 million. So looking at this deal, I think the Angels rotation definitely improves. You put him in there with Patrick Sandoval and, of course, the unicorn known as Shohei Ohtani. I would say on paper, the Angels definitely improved with this move. However, the one thing that concerns me is if you look at the Angels and their history of signing pitchers, it's not quite on their side. Many of them have flopped. I mean, last year, it looked like Noah Syndergaard was the guy that they were going to take a flyer on, but then they eventually traded him to the Phillies after his stuff from when he was in his prime clearly ended up declining. But I do think it improves the Angels, and I think maybe you could argue it puts them in fourth or third, but obviously the Houston Astros are too strong. I don't really know if anybody at all is going to be knocking them off their pedestal in the AL West. But, as far as the Dodger goes, I think now things become a bit more dicey in their rotation. I mean, yes, they already were able to re-sign Clayton Kershaw not too long ago. And, they've also got Urias, Gonsolin, and May in that rotation. But then there's also the question mark of Walker Buehler because he missed the second half of the season due to Tommy John. And then you also have the issue of who do you end up replacing with, and do you sign another starter to add some depth into that rotation? So a bit of a blow for the Los Angeles Dodgers, especially when you look at the numbers that he posted last year: 15-5, 2.57 ERA, and a 1.002 WHIP with a 3.31 FIP. And not to mention, he was an all-star. So definitely a good get, in my opinion, for the Angels. And decent contract, I would also say. But again, time will tell if this is another pitcher who avoids being another in the latest line of free agent flops among Angel signings, and we don't really know whether this was a move initiated by Perry Manassian or Artie Moreno, but I'd like to think I can give Perry Manassian the benefit of the doubt here. But in any event, that is all I really have to discuss in terms of the Major League Baseball hot stove moves. I will probably be discussing more of them later on down the line without a doubt, but up until then, once again, please don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Review and Preview Sports. And of course, don't forget to hit that big red button down below and let us know your thoughts. Do you think keeping Anthony Rizzo was important for the Yankees? Do you think it will lead to Aaron Judge staying? Do you feel better about the Yankees having gotten rid of one question mark so far in this offseason? And what do you think about the Angels? Do you think they improved their rotation? Do you think their team improved enough to where they can be above third place? Do you think the Los Angeles Dodgers? What do you think the Los Angeles Dodgers are going to do to replace him? Those are questions we can definitely answer, and I would certainly love to interact with you guys in the comments section. But of course, that is all I have to discuss for today. I will definitely be back later on to discuss some more baseball hot stove news. But until next time, I'm Hank and Dicker, and I will see you guys later.